exactly how you need to start off your home loans DI. I'm going to give you 20 minutes to get this done so I can teach you the first strategy to do in your assignment. Okay, the first part is literally just getting numbers and screenshots. So the first thing you need to do in EdPass, can you open Microsoft Word and start a new document? Blank. If you want to be liked by your teachers for naming things, your last name is the most important thing. Because why? Because the multiple people can be called John. So always start off your file namings like this. So if it was me, 12GENMA S, and then I'd name it Home Loans DI. Okay? That's a good naming convention, and your teacher will be happy with that because when you submit, yeah, question?
Are you sure you're not supposed to do your SACE ID?
Huh? I'll take care of all your SACE ID stuff, okay? You hand it up with your name, and when I need to hand it up for my purposes, I'll do the SACE ID thing. Don't get caught up on that. Eh? Some of your teachers will be pedantic about that. I think it's a waste of time because I can do that for you. So 12GENMA S, that. Make a title, please. So 12GENMA S. Obviously, you're not putting 12GENMA S. It's not your name. Home Loans DI. Make a little intro subheading, but I'm not showing you how to do that. The next subheading that I want is actually the default home loan. So can you please set up a page on your EdPass, your Word, that says your name, Home Loans DI, space for an intro, but the thing that we're going to do together today is the default home loan. Okay? Do people need some more time to get that? Okay, these are the first steps. If you do these three, you could literally do all of the maths in your assignment straight up. The only thing stopping you from doing that is I haven't taught you the strategies yet. All right? But if you actually look at the timeline, you could do the whole DI because there's a video of everything already there. Right? I don't expect you to do that, but some people are speedrunning this class. They understand how that timeline works. So go to the website of any major bank and go to the home loan section. So I just Googled, can you see in Google, I did Bank SA, and I went to the section Home Loans. I don't mind if you use Bank SA, just use Bank SA. So you can see, we just need a number. I scroll down, I don't see any percentages here. So I'm going to go loans and rates because I see a percent sign there. I don't need to chat to a Bank SA representative, so close that. Scroll down. And what it says here, find the most basic variable rate home loan and screenshot the advertised rate. This is the rate that you'll use for your DI home loan. Put it in the appendices. I don't want you to use fixed rate. Scroll. Can you see this one says basic? Screenshot that. So if you're an Apple Mac, you go Shift Command 4, I think it is. And then that makes a little crosshair. Select. I just need to see where it says 5.79%, because you need a percentage to use in your assignment. That screenshot would go into your EdPass, EdPass Word. So I don't really use this, but I'll try my best. Insert picture, this device. Copy and paste that screenshot that you just took into your document. So it's there forever. You can move it around if you want. That's a number. Does everyone have a screenshot of the interest rate? Of an interest rate? I'm not personally going to use 5.79. You in your DI are going to make it realistic. Mr. T will be using 5% straight for the purposes of his examples. Okay? But I've demonstrated to you getting a screenshot of an interest rate. Okay, next thing. This will take a little longer. Okay? Find a house on realestate.com.au. So go realestate.com.au. This is the home page of that. This DI is most useful if you try to make it realistic. So I went close by, Aberfoyle Park, SA. Okay? What you need to look for is a house that has a price range like this, so this one on Picantha is 780,000 to 820,000, you're going to screenshot that. Why are we screenshotting this? To prove that you're actually pretending to buy a real house that actually exists. We're trying to make it realistic, right? So screenshot that. That would be dragged into the document as well. And the only other thing that you need to screenshot on the realestate.com.au web page is you scroll down and see this section that says, this section here with these prices. I want to see the repayments, and I want to see to the bottom of like these sliders here. This is a home loan sort of payments calculator. Can you screenshot that whole thing? So that rectangle there. Actually, it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It just has to show the loan amount. Can you see how it says loan amount is 500 grand here? On mine, I've set it so it says 500 grand on my loan amount. As long as you can see that, that's all we need screenshotted. Okay. Shift Command 4, screenshot that, put it into your assignment. So that's 3 screenshots that you're taking. The top advertisement for a house and a loan calculator. Three screenshots right now. There's some things that I'd like you to take note of on the realestate.com.au website. On the loan calculator, you can see some assumptions there. What are you discussing in your discussion? Assumptions and limitations. There's some written there for you. Also, there's a link on Daymap for the hidden costs of buying a home. That's something that you'll talk about in your discussion. The only maths that I need you to do to start off with is find the default loan for your DI. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you here. So on your document, default loan calculation, default home loan calculation. So Mr. T's house that he's bought here, what is the loan amount? 500,000. So where would that go on TVM Solver here? What am I borrowing from the bank if it tells me my loan amount is 500,000? PV is 500 grand. I scroll up. You guys were using your particular rate, but remember I'm just using 5% for all of my examples, so I is going to be 5. How much do I want to owe the bank at the end of the loan term? Anything? What do I want to owe a bank at the end of a loan? Nothing. So FV will be 0. Banks are compounding 12 times a year monthly, and you're making monthly payments, and 30 years paying monthly is going to be 360. So alpha solve for that. And can you see how my TVM solver here, that actually matches the calculator? I didn't screenshot it. The calculator said $2,684. So you've done the maths right there. So in your document, the default home loan, type that out. N equals 360, I equals 5, PV equals 500 grand. You solve for PMT, negative $2,684.11 to 2 decimal points. FV equals nothing. PY is 12. CY equals 12. That's step 1 of the calculations. We've just found the default monthly repayment for the loan. The only other maths that I need you to do in the next 20 minutes would be to find the default interest paid for the lifetime of the loan. So you have an interest formula, interest for loans equals PMT times N minus PV minus FV. That's going to be $2,684.11, 360 payments of that. Take away the 500 grand. Um, 2684.11 times 360 payments of that. Take 500 grand. For my default loan for my assignment, it tells me I'm going to pay $466,279.60 in interest. Can I ask you in the next 20 minutes, please? Find a bank, get the rate, screenshot. Find a house, get the ad screenshot. Scroll down to the bottom and get the calculator screenshot. And then do this maths for your particular house. That's the start of your assignment. Okay? I'll get back to you. Surely that doesn't take 20 minutes. I'll get back to you at 11:30 so that we can start with actual maths. Okay?